I have never done a video like this before, where I tell my personal story and I am just simply speaking to you from my heart. So I ask you to be kind. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable. And, I've been a relationship coach for the last 22 years. And for a lot of that time, I matched people, people looking for love. I would talk to people and had this sense I could pick up people's energy. This is what the one is saying and this is what the other one's saying. And I could feel a sense that, these people would be amazing together and introduce them. And I don't do that anymore, but, I've done that for many years. And I find the coaching to be so really fulfilling, where I can talk to people and within minutes I know where their blocks are, right? Whether it's your blocks to love, your blocks to money, whatever it is, I can pick it up so easily and help people to get to the root, shift their thinking, release those emotional blocks, reprogram, and then, life is amazing. And I love the work that I do and I love the results that I see. And especially when it comes to love, I've been on my own for a while, for about 8 years. And a lot of that I told myself was a choice. I set up my life in a way that my home is very comfortable. My finances are very comfortable, and I have my little group of really good friends. I have my daughter and my two little baby boys, Calda and Asgar, and we have so much love in our home, so much peace and joy, and I have my family. And I convinced myself that that is enough for me, that is my choice. But really and truly, when I looked at it, it's not a choice. Nobody ever chooses to be alone. So I had to take a deep look at myself and say, why do I feel that it's all right for me to be alone? But I want to help everybody else find love, because everyone deserves love, and that includes me. So when I started asking these questions, I got the answers almost like a download. And it started with my very favorite poet, Rumi. And I'm going to read you this little poem of his that got me really thinking about this. He says, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." And I looked at that and I read it and I read it, and it sparked something inside of me. And I know, if something's not in your life, it's because there's something in the way. And we've got to really look at those things that are in the way. And this whole program came to me like a download. So the first step is find those barriers to love within yourself. And the first barrier is the mental blocks that we have, right? So I looked at it and I said, what are the blocks that I have internally, where I actually believe I'm better off on my own? And it came because I had some really, really good friends in my life, people that I had a lot of respect for and admired their wisdom and things. And these friends said to me, you're better off on your own. And said to me, all the good men are taken. You can't find good men anymore. And because I trusted them, I kind of like just took it in and I think a part of me wanted to just simply believe that. And I thought, yeah, I've had some really horrific experiences in the past and it's hurt me so much. And yeah, I think that's it for me. And I had to find all of those blocks within myself. But more important than the mind was the emotions. What are the emotional blocks? And we all carry them. If we've been hurt in the past, there's sadness, there's disappointment, there's blame, there's guilt, there's shame, there's anger. We all have these things at some point, and if we don't look at them, these are all the barriers that we've built against love coming in. And then, of course, there's the behavioral blocks, right? Those are the ones where, okay, I'm out in the world doing my work and things, and then I come home and then I'm on the couch watching Netflix, or, in my tiny little group of friends where we don't let anybody else in. We're going to movies and we're doing stuff, meeting for coffee. We're having fun, but we don't let any new people in. And then, of course, it's also like being brave to the world, putting on a brave face where we're saying, I'm fine, I'm okay, I've got this, I'm this strong, independent woman. So those were all the blocks that I picked up. But after you find those blocks and you deal with them and you release them, and yes, I had to do the work on myself, right? Then came this part about worthiness and self-love, because as much as we think we can, we love our children, we love our pets, we love our parents, siblings, and all of that, our friends, we can actually not love anybody more than we love ourselves. And we cannot ever expect someone else to love us more than we love ourselves. And that was a hard truth, right? It was a hard truth because I had to take a deep dive into that one and say, if I didn't feel loved in the past, I didn't feel loved, I didn't feel seen, I didn't feel appreciated, didn't feel acknowledged, as much as I was trying and doing so much and trying to make relationships work and, giving so much, and feeling like I wasn't getting that kind of love. And the reason for that is because someone else could not love me more than I loved myself. And I was not loving myself completely, totally, unconditionally. And so that was something I had to take a dive into. And again, it was like processes coming to me that, I'm open to that sort of thing. So it's coming to me. And I started practicing this. And something happened. It was like I found a key to unlock this door. I worked on it and I got to a point where I literally fell in love with myself. And in the past, we all say this. We say it's like lip service, oh, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. These are all the affirmations we know we're supposed to be saying. And we say these things, I love myself, I'm worthy. But this was not just coming from the words. This went so much deeper. It was really like something inside me shifted. It was like I have this puzzle and this one piece was always missing. So I've been doing all of this other work, and this was like putting that last piece into the puzzle, and there I have this picture. And it wasn't something that is loud and out there, and now all of a sudden, I'm this love magnet or something. It was a quiet inner knowing, a knowing that I am worthy. I'm completely, utterly worthy, that I love myself so much that I'm capable of giving this immense love, and therefore I am open to receiving this immense love. It was a quiet inner knowing. And all of a sudden things started changing. I found myself going back to the gym. I didn't push myself to do it. I just suddenly found myself going back to the gym, and now I'm just, taking care of myself. But something else I noticed, when I went to the gym in the past, I would be on a mission, right? I'm going in there, I'm going to be so many minutes on the treadmill, I'm going to do these machines, and then I'm out of there. And I did that. I wouldn't talk to anybody, I wouldn't look at anybody. And suddenly now when I walk into the gym, my head is up, I'm looking at people, I'm starting conversations with complete strangers. And this is not me, I've never done that before. Right? I'm something of an ambivert. So when it comes to my work, I can be like quite the extrovert and, because that's my genius zone. But in my personal life, I'm the introvert. I'm the one that's, I'm a homebody and I'm reading a lot, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm learning all the time. So that's the me in my personal life. I'm not out there putting myself out there, meeting new people and things. And suddenly I could see, hey, but that change is happening on autopilot. I'm not forcing myself to do that, right? And and the way I feel about myself, I can't even put it in words. It's such an incredible feeling. And I started thinking, the man that ends up with me is going to be damn lucky because I'm the real deal. I'm the full package. I would never think about myself like this in the past. I'd always underplay who I am, what I have to offer. And I know how much I have to offer. And then I started getting the clarity in terms of what I want, um, and putting myself out there started to become easy. And then a friend of mine decided, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody. And I went on a date for the first time in like 8 years. And then I started meeting other people. And then I realized that, in the past, if ever I tried like something online, I tried for like 2 or 3 days, and there's all these Tinder swindlers, and it was really awful. And I would just delete everything and say, I'm better off on my own. So you see, I was confirming the limiting belief. But I was only attracting those types of people into my life because I did not love me. I was not, or my heart was shut down because I've been hurt so badly. I closed my heart. I'm not opening my heart because I'm going to get hurt again, right? And now that I feel I have my heart wide open, the kind of people I'm meeting are incredible people. And I'm having fun on the journey. So this is where I'm at. I'm on this journey. I feel my heart is wide open. I feel so many other changes are happening in my life because of this. I'm just so much more out there in the world than I ever was before. And ladies, if you're listening to this, you're still listening to this right now, come and join me on this program. From my heart to yours, I just want people to feel this immense kind of love that I'm feeling for myself, and knowing without a shadow of doubt that I am worthy, and knowing what I want in a relationship, and I will not settle for anything less than what I want, because I know that person is out there, and he wants me as much as I want him. I know that. It's a quiet inner knowing. And if all the program ever does for you is gets you to feel this immense sense of self-love and self-worth, how much would that change your life? So if something here resonated with you and you want to join me on this incredible journey of finding the love of your life, then drop me a DM and let's start a conversation and let's see where it takes us, right? No pressure, nothing, just a conversation, and let's see where that leads us. So my wish for you is that you find that inner love for yourself. Really, really fall in love with yourself, your life, and know your worth. Take care.